Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my shop. My name is Keith. I'm your host. On with the show. Okay, we got a high-speed bit in there with a really positive rake to it, and it lightly touching all the way around, and I know it's skipping some off of the top there. I'm going to reach in there with my spring calipers and check what diameter we have there. I've got 2 inches 626. I've got to let it go through. Okay, I hope this bit's going to last all the way through. I'm going to put a little bit of cutting oil in there. There we go. That should have coated everything inside there. Going to be a long cut, and anticipation we're looking at chips that are coming out of here, but we did say that that top was extremely high and hard. And that noise is cutting on the top. Just a piece of lead with tape wrapped around it helps keep the bar from chattering. In this middle area is probably an extreme amount of thickness there on the top. Some of those look to be 50,016th of an inch in width. Real short ones. There we come, about another 1/4 inch more. It's not picking up that high spot so much because really there's no weld out here, so this thing remained warm or round, more round out at this end. There we go. All right, I'm going to clear that off and get a good look at the tool bit. You know, and to blow that off and get a picture of it. This tool bit I grabbed out of the box and I cut off the other end. I never sharpened it, and I put it in there just to test it out, and it started fine. And then that bore looked so close to finish size, right on the touch off. I let it go through, and it looks like it might have done the job for me. 2 inches 625. All right, we're gonna back this up. We're gonna pull our bar out and we're gonna snap gauge it. And I'm gonna rotate this part way to the side because we know that the pressure cut was on the very top of that. Okay, I'm gonna loosen up the 3-jaw and then just push our bar back out of the way for right now. Boy, does that feel pretty good inside. Give ourselves some room here to snap gauge that. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to look in here, just make sure that there's... Okay, that looks pretty good up and down right there. I'm a couple tenths under 2 5/8. Let's see what we got on this end here. I'm 1/1000th over. All right. There's a first for there's a first time for everything, and this happens to be the first time I hit the bore on a touch off, exactly the same size, with a high-speed tool bit, making it through entirely through, and creating a worthy job. Yeah, I say that too. Awesome. Okay, this is only a handful that was right there. All right, there is some that blown away. The thickest chips at the top, some of those are a 1/16 of an inch from about 11 to 1 o'clock from this weld. Here's the bearing. Okay, I'm just starting to get it in there by hand. All right, we're gonna have a good press fit on this bearing. The bore is just as close as the ones I bore virgin for Proof Foundry all the time, and any other strut that I might manufacture. The bore's the size that I would ideally want to press in a bearing. And now we've completed this job, less the jack screws in the palm, and we're going to put those in over at the K&T. So we're going to break down this rig and head over there. We put a pair of angle plates here, bolted those down to the table, and we're just clamping this palm so that we have a flat surface to work with. And this is a 5/16 tap size for 3/8 national course. So we're going to run this 5/16 drill bit, one location here, one location here, pretty much just inside the farthest out retainer bolts for the palm. And then we'll flip it over and we're going to put in 2 holes on the other, and then we're just going to tap them out by hand. And we might go ahead and we might dress some of this off here. There's some sharp edges on here, and it just shouldn't have sharp edges on it because somebody's going to want to handle this, getting it in there. And I like to kind of make sure that any parts that I have that are assembling by hand by others don't have any sharp edges on them. we'll go ahead and we'll come over here first, and I just want it to be just inside. I'm just going to eyeball these, and that's going backwards. Okay, I'll bring it in, and we need to adjust. Right, I like it right in line with the bolt. I don't want it outside or inside because I don't want to cause a flex of it. It's kind of in line with it lengthwise in that plane. That they'll work out just fine for them. I'm not going to splash coolant all over the place just for a couple holes here, so. Getting close. I can see the smoke on this side. Yep, there it is. Okay, we're going to tap these by hand, so I'm just going to move on to the next hole. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tap those in there, and then we'll rotate around, and then we'll do the other ones. I might have to get a sharper tap. Okay, with stainless, does anchor lube make any difference? These are just jacking screws. I could have given them a little clearance on the drill. All right. Anchor lube stuck on there. I don't know if it actually made it any easier than the tapping fluid, but benefit of the doubt. I'll give it to it. Alright, we're all set with our tapped out holes. And we want to come in here and we want to size it up one more time before we stick it in the hole for good. And it hasn't changed, it's still right on size. Alright. Let's put it right on in there. Everybody wants to see this go in. I'm missing my... I think that'll work. I always try to line up the flats with the web, but sometimes it twists as it's going in there, so you have no guarantee that that's going to do that. Where's my flat plate? Not quite sure where it's at, but I know that this will at least be a better flat than that other piece there. Okay. We center it up. That's what we want. A press, not over press, but a pressed fit. Perfect fit right there. There's no way the original bore that they left in this hole when they manufactured these struts, minus a few other things, not getting the web on the center and anyway, we got it in there now. Now the customer can actually change this bearing out with a stock size bearing without doing anything to it except for remove it and put in the new one. Alright? Make it a lot better. You won't have to grind and size and fiddle fuck with the outside of that bearing to get it in there. Alright, let's dimple those screws and put some set screws in there for them, and we're going to call it done. Alright, we sanded the palm and we dimpled our holes with the pistol drill. We're just going to set in these 3/8 sets right now. Removable Loctite's what we're using. We only had these 1/2 inch long, but it looks like they're not going to stick out, so that's all we care about. Hey, we might have to run the tap in there because that didn't feel like a good hole right there. We'll put this one in here. We'll go get that 3/8 bottom tap for that hole there. Alright. We're pretty well wrapped up on this job here. And came out pretty good, especially that one-shot bore in the lathe. Alright, get that tap, be right back. Something right at the beginning, you can fill it with the tap. All right, until next time, get her done.